Beautiful facility. Great people down here, but there's a lot of stuff been coming out this week. You know, my book gets validated daily and weekly. The 151st Kentucky Derby, 151 in gematria means the eagle. The eagle has landed. It also means the Bible. The number 18 was the number on the horse. Ulysses S. Grant was the 18th president. He's the one who sold us out to Great Britain when we signed the Organic Act of 1871 that hijacked America, that led to the hijacking. The name of the horse was Sovereignty. The runner-up was Journalism. You can't make this stuff up, you know, especially everybody who follows the number 17. So when you take your 5, the month of May, 5, the 3rd, in 2025, you add those numbers up, you get 17. Everything is godly. It's all God divine. Everything right now is light and love. You know, there's going to be people who are left behind, no doubt, but it won't be that many, probably 25, 30%, which is way more than a Revolutionary War. So, you know, everything's being set right now, reset. Article 1's being reset. That was 2017 to 2021. 2021 to 2025 is your executive branch. That was being reset. And now your judicial branch is being reset. That's why every topic is a judge this, judge that, judge this, judge that, judge this, judge that. Article 3 is being reset. So, you know, if you really want to know what's going on, you got to know what President Trump's working with. It's a little thing called laws and orders, something you hear me talk about all the time. All right, so military. I mean, everything that proves it is recently the New York National Guard. Right, March the 11th, 2025, March the 11th, New York State Senate sent President Trump a letter on a letterhead signed by them requesting President Trump to federalize the National Guard to active duty. Well, there's an Army report that says right now in April, Army report 8,200 National Guard in New York are active. Well, guess what? In 2022 and 2023, there were 2,800 National Guard federalized. In the subways. That's where you heard all the talk about the subways, and they said Governor Hochul. That's not a Title 32 order. That's a joint publication 3-57, civil military operations. That's federal. All right, but especially anything to do with immigration or illegal immigrants, that's all Article 2 of your executive branch. That's presidential. Title 10 is presidential. All right, there's no Title 10 order in place from March the 11th, 2025 to present day. Meaning there's no order from that date to this date. The order is in place March 27th, 2020. That's why it's important when you hear me say that Biden didn't revoke anything. If you think Biden was real, he wasn't. But if you think he was, he didn't revoke a single thing by President Trump. If President Trump is a threat to democracy and violating the Constitution, then why didn't Joe and the Democrats, who had full House and Senate control from 2021 to 2023, all planned, all strategic, all part of the plan, to show you, prove what I'm talking about. Why didn't they revoke anything? Why didn't they terminate anything? Why didn't they get rid of every single thing that the outsider President Donald John Trump did? That shows and proves the military government. And it sucks that I have to prove it as a veteran. Prove it. It's all military law. The only way this all could have been cleaned out was military law. There's only 4 ways that military pairs with federal. Executive orders, national emergencies, proclamations, treaties. Yeah. 2,800 National Guard were active 2022 to 2023. Army reports, the Adjutant General. The only Title 10 order in place for 2022, 2023, and 2025, 2020. March 27, 2020, Executive Order 13912, which invoked Title 10, Section 12302. All right, real simple. Also, in February last year, February 2024, 14 states deployed to Texas. That means that's a federal order. When a state leaves its state to go to another state, that means they're federalized. The only federalization order for all those 14 states to go to Texas, March 27th, 2020. Executive Order 13912, Title 10, Section 12302. That's just how military works. And what's cool is what you're going to see this week. Let's see. No, May the 20th. So May the 20th, I'm going to have another special guest come on, and I'm going to launch this guy.